This has been one of my favorite areas. I just passed a place called Trinidad Inn. So my guess is that I'm at Trinidad. And I'm in another place called Emerald Forest Cabins. So again, when I get to my place, I can check it. And the place is beautiful. The area, the neighborhood is beautiful. There have been some inns that completely were shut down, and there have been some inns that are overflowing with business and no vacancy, no nothing. So interesting in general. But I think if a person wants to have a vacation home, this place is a great vacation home. I've seen several bikers that are not touring, they're just biking in the area, going and getting stuff. I saw a guy that grocery bag in his hand, and he was eating out of grocery bag and biking. I mean, that's definitely not a touring guy. Anyways, very interesting. So this is another one of those hotels that I say they're shut down. So they're either shut down like this, or they are overflowing with business. Interesting. Very interesting. There's a gas station here. I think I'm gonna stop and fix the tire. Yeah. Although right now, with all the stops I had, my phone shows that I'm gonna get to my destination by 6:20, but I'm gonna fix it. Doesn't matter, because I can't risk going with this, and also this will save me time for tomorrow. Okay, so I think finally I fixed this. So glad that I fixed my tire at that restaurant, because I wouldn't be able to get through this area with that tire. I mean, this area is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this place. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But certainly I wouldn't be able to survive this area without with that tire and the problems. As soon as I got back on Highway 1, Google guided me to get out of Highway 1 to Granel. There is a perfect bike route in this area, and so along the highway. Wow, I'm very impressed with this area for biking. So, none of these days I can guess when I get on the road what I'm going to deal with. Hello. All different types of trails, and I mean uphill and downhill, and unpaved. 35 minutes to go. Now there's 7.3 miles. According to Google, it takes 35 minutes. I don't even know when I get there if I'm gonna go to a restaurant or get a service for in-room food or something, but definitely I'm tired and had a very long day. Probably I'm gonna edit this video for today into 2 videos. So much happened today. So much happened. Oh my god. Anyways, that's where we are. So, past few days, one of the things that I miss a lot is food from different countries, because I'm not eating all different type of food, right? I usually when I'm home, or even when I'm traveling, and I'm traveling with a car, I try to eat food from different cuisines. But then, since I'm on this trip, I've been very kind of limited in my choices of food. And I just saw a kebab place. Sounds good. So I may go and get a kebab. Hi. Hello. I just checked in. As I was checking in, the front tire entirely popped like that. I see this tire has to be inside the rim. This is probably it's over inflated, and that's why this freaking thing popped out. But then if it's overinflated, that means that my gauge wasn't working, and my gauge was from my hand pump. You remember I was talking about the hand pump and its uselessness? So I'm so lucky that this didn't happen as I was riding the bike. Like, it would be a disaster if it would happen as I was riding the bike. So again, I'll have to leave. I kind of decrease the pressure a little bit to just make it easier to move the bike without having a lot of pressure on the tire, on the tube. But then now I'll have to go back again to another gas station and just empty it, put it back in, and then inflate it again. I'm probably have some sort of dinner or something. Right now is 10 to 7 and this thing isn't ending. Today has been a hard day. So the problem that the bike has is that it has too much air. And first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix the back. The back hasn't popped out. The back looks okay. So why am I gonna fix the back first? Because I don't want it to pop out, and I use the same gauge they used for front tires, so I'm afraid if it pops out first. So I'm gonna empty the air from the back, and this one has a gauge, so that will show me how much air it has. And okay, hopefully this time this fixed it. Almost broke my nail, hurt my nail really bad. That's, I think, was given for today. But anyways, it looks okay. I'm gonna take it to a tire shop tomorrow, get them to have a look at it, see what they think. But this one had a gauge. I filled it up to 30 and gonna pick it up. All the sides look okay from this side and from that side. I'm really hoping that this would be the last trouble of today. Just want to get on the bike, get myself to a restaurant, eat some dinner, and then go home and edit the video. I'm done for today. So I still have the same strategy for restaurants, which is asking the person what their favorite, and he said their favorite is gyros. I'm like, going gyros. So on the day that I broke a nail, I had all the problems with the flat tires and almost died, which got very lucky.
Order for TC?
If my tire had popped while I was riding downhill at 35 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, I wouldn't make it. Like this, I'm very grateful to the universe. And remember earlier today, as one part that was like, well, I want to ride, and it doesn't matter which direction, I'm enjoying the journey, not the destination. And you never know what the universe has in store for you. Just so grateful for it.